listeners. Welcome back to Jillin Off with your favorite Jillers. We're ready to getting Jilly with it over here. Oh, God, I'm going to turn into the Scott Rogowski of our podcast.
Sorry, we had one sip of wine and now we can't stop laughing.
That's all it takes.
Combined with the fact that I just found out my phone got turned off at 4 p.m. on a Tuesday.
And you know what? For us, that's comedy. That's gold. Oh, no.
So if anybody's trying to Jill with me tonight, sorry, you're going to have to wait till Wednesday.
Oh, no. No chilling with Jen tonight. That's Jen Murphy, the owner of No Phone. I am Christina Walkinshaw from work. So if you want to call, feel free.
Whatever, guys. That's totally normal in your 40s.
I know. It's totally normal to be single and chilling off with no phone.
I've heard a few female comedians, not recently, but I think more when cell phones were newer and people still used to do cell phone jokes. I don't know if they do them as much anymore. There were some female comedians who'd be like, if you're over 25 and your phone still gets shut off, don't even try talking to me. And I'd be in the back like, what about when you're 35?
Oh, turns out you're not allowed to call a lot of female comics.
Good thing that males don't feel that way.
I know.
Like, your phone shut off? That's okay. What's your address? Email me. I'm down. They'd probably be happy. Oh, good. Other guys can't get a hold of you.
Oh, my God. Exactly. Oh, my God. Wouldn't have to worry about that.
I just transitioned into my sexy voice again.
Oh, my God. How's my sexy voice? It's pretty good, eh? Yeah.
I'm going to have to say, I listened to the podcast back from last week.
Oh, you did?
Well, only the first 5 minutes.
I know.
I get freaked out hearing my own voice.
Me too.
I was like, oh, Christina's got like a cool, sexy, raspy voice.
Ooh, wow. Thank you. Glad I put it to good use, Jillin Off.
And I think we have a new listener.
We do.
Yeah, this past Sunday, I was with my 84-year-old grandmother, and she picked up her phone. She goes, is it okay if I listen to that Jillin Off thing? And I go,
Can we
I was
please...
like, you know how to work podcasts? And I was hoping she'd not figure it out, but I feel like the fact that I put it on Facebook and all you have to do is click the link is a little too accessible.
The internet seems to have gotten really busy. I mean, really easy to use.
Let's make things a little harder again.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's have another internet for family.
Let's go back to 99.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Anyway, it's good to see you again, Christina.
It's good to see you again. Okay, do we want to start with our popularity in China, or do we want to start with my new Jillin Off game? You call it.
Oh, I think we need to let people know how popular we are in China first.
I think that's really exciting. So we just got big news. We're getting big numbers in China.
Yes, our producer or owner, whoever we would call him, Nick, sent me a text message at like midnight last night. Sorry, Nick. Shout out.
Thank God your phone was still... Yeah.
Sorry, thank God my phone was still working.
Cut off yet.
I don't want to blow up Nick's spot.
Midnight, when all my business calls come in.
He was like, apparently you guys are Jillin in China. And I was like, what?
I like it.
And then he sent me the analytics.
I know.
We're on the charts.
I like it that we're on the charts in China. This could mean so many things. This could mean that maybe there are some women with unsatisfactory sex life in China, and they're doing more Jillin than Netflix and chillin'. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was China and India.
Woo.
And now I'm starting to wonder what Jillin means. What if it means something totally different?
I hope they know. If they're listening, they probably know that it's my term, our term for female masturbation.
Yeah, but like, what if the reason they were attracted to it at first is because in other countries, maybe in their language, like Jillin is like, it's like Mensa. It's like intellectual.
Right. Because when you look at Christina Walkinshaw and Jen Murphy, you're like intellects for sure.
Oh my God, two girls talking about
intellect?
Intellect.
They're so intellecty. Is that the word? That's good, right? Intellecty.
Oh my God, they're so Jillin.
I love it. Or maybe it's like the manufacturers of all my vibrators over there in China. They're just like checking in, doing quality assurance, making sure I'm happy, which I am. Thank you for wondering.
They're making your vibrators.
Could be. I feel like mine probably come from over there.
Oh my God. Please email us, jillinoffpod@gmail.com, and I'll send you Christina's address if you'd like to send her any
new products.
Prototypes. Is that what they're called? When you have to test something before it goes on the market.
Oh, yeah. I could definitely be a good guinea pig for that. I feel like I've been through enough vibrators where I'm like, I know what I like.
They could also let us know if how long is too long to charge.
Yeah. Like maybe they could actually Maybe there is an answer. Maybe there is a too long, and I need that answer.
I mean, you survived, but let's say it was like 7 days.
I survived. Yeah, I survived. The house is still standing. Nothing burnt down. But I have a new Jillin off game. All right, are you ready for this game?
Yes.
Okay, so it's called Beat the Kettle, and you don't the kettle's not going to masturbate. Don't worry, it's not like you're not jerking off the kettle. But what it is that it was just a game that I randomly stumbled upon. What happened was I was heating up some water. It was in the kettle, and so then I have an electrical kettle. Do you have a regular kettle or like one that whistles when it's done, or one that clicks off? Okay.
Yeah, no, I have a regular.
I have a clicker off. I have an electric one that goes on this little charger kind of thing. And so then I was boiling up some water to make some tea. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if I masturbated right now, which would be ready first, the kettle or me? My new game called Beat the Kettle. So I jilled off.
Beat the kettle.
That's why it's called Beat the Kettle. So you see if you can masturbate and finish under the time it takes for your kettle to boil.
That is a really good game.
Thanks. I just made it up. I should.
And it also promotes health.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't getting drunk and masturbating. I was legitimately having some green tea. And guess who won, me or the kettle?
I'm going to say the kettle.
What? And I grinned so big. I can't even believe you would guess the kettle.
I know. I wasn't sure.
Maybe people at home were like, oh, I wonder who won. But you saw my cheeky little creepy smile.
Actually, I guess I should have said you because it probably takes a good, I was trying to think of how long it takes water to boil. It probably takes at least 2 or 3 minutes, huh?
I think,
I should have guessed so. Christina.
I won.
You know what? I lost. If I was on The Price is Right, I would not have won the showdown.
Not have won. I did it. I beat the kettle, guys. I beat the kettle.
Good job.
I'm pretty swift. This is why I don't need to date anymore. Because it's who needs to date when I can jill off so swift? And then,
yeah, well, some people like human affection, but if you're not into that, then hey.
I'm starting to forget what that's like anyway.
You and your kettle.
Just me and my kettle.
I started to feel I didn't think that I really needed it until yesterday when I was doing paid audience work and there was this really cute cameraman. I feel like I always fall in love with grips or cameramen.
Yeah, I could see that.
The guys working.
They're always cute. Anybody who's who just seems like they can get shit done or they're kind of technical. I'm turned on to that too. Oh, look at that guy. He knows how to work things.
Yeah. And they're usually, doing some kind of labor, picking up the camera or something, so they have to be in shape.
Yes.
Well, not all of them, but not the guy walking behind him carrying the cable, but the guy with the actual camera. But I found myself just staring at him and I was just like, I just really want to hug. And then he caught me just glaring. And I didn't stop because I'm like, maybe if I keep staring, he'll know that I like. Except I wasn't even smiling. It was just it was just a stare with nothing.
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, was it a creepy stare with a smile? Because with a smile, I think you're fine. But without the smile, it's creepy.
But that's what I do a lot of times. If I'm attracted to someone, I just stare because I think if I keep staring, maybe they will know.
Oh my God.
And then they will respond.
Oh my God.
But I don't smile because I think my smile looks stupid.
That's not true. Smiles are great. Your smile's great. Everybody's smile is great. Smiling is good. I'm a smiler.
Yeah, nobody's been attracted yet just to the creepy stare, but I'll keep trying.
No. Well, I told you yesterday, so I'm trying to be on a mission now to like instead of being on dating apps where I feel like all that's happening is like a bunch of pen pals, basically, where I'm just like writing people and never meeting anybody. Now I'm just like, you know what? I've got a night free. I'm just going to take myself to a bar alone.
Nice.
Right. I'm going to try to meet people that way. So yesterday I went, it was such a random choice. I was like, but I keep seeing the signs that Whole Foods has a happy hour. Because they have a bar at Whole Foods now. They do. They have a bar you could sit at. They have tons of tap beers. And they do happy hour from 3 to 5.
And you'll meet someone that likes tea just like you.
That's what I feel. I'm like, you're not going to, hopefully you meet somebody that maybe is working on a high frequency at Whole Foods. Do you know what I mean? Where nobody's really there to get super drunk, but people want to eat something good and have something like a tasty beer. Mm-hmm. And then,
did you go there in your yoga pants?
No, I went home and showered first. And I was so hungry. My hair was barely even dry when I got to Whole Foods. Do you ever just leave the hair?
Yeah.
Leave the house with some drunk hair. Oh my God. how strong is this wine? I'm an alcoholic. I should be able to handle this. And I've only had like 2 sips and I'm like, I'm already drunk. It's all this working out.
Drunk hair.
My drunk hair. It did kind of look like drunk hair though. You know, when you scrunch it and you just like go. So that, yeah.
When you need to get to the bar and you don't have time to blow dry your hair, yeah.
Exactly. Like I wanted to meet, I needed to make happy hour. So there was like a dude beside me who was like probably like a little bit older. Or like the Whole Foods bar is very fascinating. It's like a place you can go and watch a man like drink a beer but eat cauliflower, right? So he's like got his little cauliflower and beer dinner, which I'm like, okay, this is interesting. You know, this is like an older dude. He's probably like 50 or something. And, you know, I don't know. He's turning it around. I don't know. Maybe he's like trying to get healthy, or maybe he has gout. We don't know. Like, I'm not gonna judge the cauliflower eater.
Does cauliflower help gout?
Well, I think that gout people just have to avoid like red meat and stuff like that.
Oh, that's true.
But then no, that was just his appetizer. Then he got a pizza. So I was like, okay, now this guy's back in my books.
He redeemed himself.
Yeah, he did. He redeemed himself. But yeah, it would be very hard to like have a drunken happy time at Whole Foods and pick up people because I'd probably be shy unless I had like a second drink. And then on top of that, with all the calories everywhere, remember I said I almost got chicken wings. Chicken wings were 2,000 calories. So I can't go to Whole Foods for a beer and wings because then they're like, here's how many calories you're eating. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So
you got to go to a dive bar in the dark where it feels like it's only like 10 calories.
Lighting is very important. Yeah. You want dim lighting if you're going to try to flirt with people.
Plus, where do you go from Whole Foods if you were to meet someone?
I know. And if you got like hammered at Whole Foods and some Lyft driver was picking you up and he'd be all judgy, like, who the fuck gets hammered at Whole Foods? I'm like, well, you know what? I took it as a challenge. I had to try it.
I think it sounds like a great place to get hammered.
I'm not ruling it out. I'm going back. But yeah, then I saw my neighbors there. So like I couldn't be in my neighbors. Oh, like I barely know them. I'm just getting to know them. Being like, oh, I just went to Whole Foods to troll for some D. I thought maybe this was a good place. So I was just like, oh, I just came here to get garbage bags and some cheese. I don't know.
Right after they asked you to babysit?
I know. I don't know if we should hire her. She drinks at Whole Foods. It's a little strange. You think there should be some places in the world you don't need to drink at?
I feel like that bar would be very gassy.
That's a good call.
I mean, people having cauliflower and beer.
Cauliflower and beer has got to be a dangerous tooting situation.
Yeah.
Not that I ever call them toots. I got a little nervous talking about farts on the.
Well, how would you be nervous?
I don't know, because I have so much to talk about there. Laura tagged me in a fart post the other day, something about how people that fart are like happier. But I'm like, I think that adds up. Right?
It's pretty much your reputation now.
I am pretty happy. And let me tell you, I don't hold in
You're extremely
a lot
happy.
of farts. Yeah, I let them all out. That's it. I mean, not right now. Don't worry.
It's a gift.
Listen, in a swivel chair, I have too much respect for swiveled chairs to fart at one of these.
I don't think you should go to Whole Foods on Valentine's Day, though.
Well,
we're recording this right before Valentine's Day, but you'll be listening to it after Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Well, Valentine's Day, I'm performing at the Comedy Underground, Seattle. So Valentine's Day's always been like a work day for me. Where I always get gigs. That's usually like a work day. So it's probably gonna be all couples in the audience. And I could tell them about our podcast, Jillin. You know.
Tell them it's a podcast for couples.
It totally is. You could still Jill in front of your partner.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think it's very important.
But yeah.
I think if people are married, but they're hiding their Jillin, something's wrong. Not that I've ever been married or know.
No, we don't know anything about this.
But I have been in a relationship.
Do you Jill off in front of your partner then?
I have, but not like by myself. More like if you're doing it at the same time.
Right.
But
Can't wait for your grandma to hear this. So exciting.
Shout out to Shirley.
It's a lot. Hey, look at the bright side. Like, it's a lot safer of a sex life to just do it alone.
But there was one time when I always thought that I probably wouldn't really care if somebody, I mean, obviously, like when we talked to John Hug, guys are still going to masturbate if they're in a relationship.
Right.
And I always thought it wouldn't bother me. But when I found porn on my ex-boyfriends, it like bothered me a lot.
Oh, no. Oh, it did?
Not a lot, but it bothered me for a little bit. I shouldn't say a lot. It's that feeling when you're like, oh, like you feel like you got punched in the stomach, but then it passes after like a few hours or whatever.
Was it like the genre of the porn that he was watching, or just the porn in general that bothered you, or that gave you a reaction?
No, I think it was just the porn, but I mean, I don't know why it would. I've done it, and I don't know.
I'm reading Lori Kilmartin's Dead People Suck right now, the book.
Yeah.
And yeah, she has like a fun chapter about like, yeah, if you're dying and you're like a father, please like hide your porn or like shred it. Get somebody to come and delete your internet history. Just don't let your daughters find it after you're dead. And it's good. She's like, we already have enough creeps in the world and we look up to our dads and they're supposed to be like this safe place. Don't let us find out that you have a bunch of porn too.
Did you ever find it when you were young? I remember finding a Playboy.
I found a Playboy too in a filing cabinet.
But I was almost too young to be like creeped out. I just remember knowing that it was like kind of dirty.
I remember that the vaginas were a lot hairier back then and it might be more comparable to mine today.
You looked...
I kind of miss those Playboys.
Christina, you're the one that's all about manifesting things.
Well, so maybe I should manifest
maybe that's
the wax.
why you're not getting lucky, because if you build it, they will come. You need to make it ready.
Oh my God, I don't know.
That's your whole thing, is manifest.
That's true. So like if I trim it, he will come kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay. Because right now they're pretty long. It's not good down there.
This is going to be your job tonight.
It's going to be some weed whacking for any...
This is your job tonight before your big Valentine's Day gig.
Oh my God. Do you ever get it so long where you can like twirl it, make little kinnickies?
No. No, I don't.
Do you get that reference? Kinnicky from Greece? He's with a little curl at the front of the hair. I like to make kinnickies.
Oh my God. Now, how are you even going to get rid of it if it's that long already?
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
you might have to start with scissors.
Oh, it starts with scissors. This is a scissors starting project downstairs right now. But here's the other thing too. Like,
Christina, I had no idea.
But
Just kidding. I don't even want to change the subject. It just seemed like a good bell moment.
Guys, the bell is back, as you know, or if you're a new listener, the bell gets rang if somebody wants to change the subject.
I didn't even want to change it.
It's our safe sound. That's it.
I use the bell for a different reason. I use it as, this is very important, 911.
Oh, yeah.
The bell has two different meanings now. It's either change the subject or somebody help one of us. And right now it's you.
Somebody send a waxer. But don't you
You're
think
going to be like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, where they have to take that, his toenails are so hard that they have to get that.
I don't want to brag. I have clipped my toenails this month, so that's good. But what do you think? So I mean, I feel like if I did hook up with somebody in like the next week or whatever, like I feel like the speech before the sex would probably be longer than the sex. Be like, I'm so sorry, I just haven't like hooked up with anybody in a long time. But don't you think that maybe they'd be like honored that like, oh wow, like I'm kind of like repopping this girl's
They would
cherry.
have some mixed feelings, yeah.
They probably feel special because clearly
honored and scared at the same time.
Exactly. Like if it's this bushy sorry,
but I don't.
I'm not. I'm probably not.
If you were
getting
just
a lot of action,
I'm sure that would be one part that they were happy about. And if you were just gonna have sex, I don't see how it would be that big of a problem.
I feel like
I don't know that you would be getting any oral sex.
What? Why not?
I have a hard time saying it out loud.
They could floss. It'll be fine. You get a lot done down there.
So, okay, see, I always, well, pretty much always keep it clean because haven't you ever had a surprise when a night that you never thought you would ever have any chance of hooking up with someone? It's a total shocker.
Yeah, it always happens when you least expect it.
So that doesn't motivate you enough to,
No. Like sometimes I feel like if I waxed
get the tweezers.
No. Tweezers are for ingrown hairs, okay? No, I feel like if I did wax it at this point, it would jinx me more. I feel like when I wax it, that's when I'm jinxed.
Just like that day we made a special trip to Rite Aid to get you a razor because you had a date.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're like, oh my God.
That was a total jinx.
Damn. Yeah, it was a total jinx. Like I have a pair of condoms for my birthday like a year and a half ago that haven't even been
I do feel like that happens when you think it's definitely going to happen, you get ready, then it always kind of blows up in your face somehow or something.
Yeah. And why is anybody buying condoms? Because obviously nobody wants to use them. So maybe that's...
Yeah.
They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I have one in my drawer. It's been there for years.
Oh my God. I know. Like, remember it used to be like dudes that had expired condoms and now it seems to be that women do too. I'm like, oh, well, there they all are. Still in the box for my 39th birthday. Great.
39th? That was only a year ago.
I know. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, mine are from my 21st. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know where I got it. I got someone for free or something.
So I think so when I reposted our podcast, I did a hashtag of vibrators, right? So do you ever do this when you're making your Instagram stories, but then you look to see
What
how
kind
many
of followers did you get with the hashtag vibrators?
watch those stories? Oh, here's what I'm more interested in. How many extra viewers you get on a story. See, like, okay, there we go. So look, I got 63 viewers just from Vibrators story.
You can tell how many you get just from the hashtag?
Yes. Because look, that's how many people. Remember before when I was like, whenever I hashtag the writers of Instagram, I get like an extra 200 views. So yeah, Vibrator story got 63 views.
Nice.
That means there's 63 people out there on Instagram looking up stories with the hashtag vibrators.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more. You should be getting way more than that.
With the Jillers. And then I also had a Ted Bundy one the next, just to compare. And Ted Bundy, 79 viewers. More people are looking at Ted Bundy than vibrators.
I believe we got an email of a guy looking for you.
What? Really?
Yeah.
An email?
Yeah, first name Dan.
But I think I saw
Last name Lawrence. I think he really wants to meet you.
I think I saw something on on a Facebook comment or something.
Yeah, but he also emailed. He also emailed the jillinoffpod@gmail.com.
Well, hey, look on the bright side. We got an email.
We should be getting more, guys. We need your requests.
Yeah. Tell us how you'll feel if you encountered
Tell us if you think it'd be a jinx for Christina to shave.
I shaved my legs today.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, because sometimes I just like the feel of that. Where I'm like, oh, it does feel nice to have smooth legs. But I don't mind being able to twirl some pubes while I watch TV. That's entertaining.
I hope you don't do it while you're eating snacks.
Not while I eat, no. And I wash my hands a lot, so don't worry. Don't be like, she just high-fived me. Where's
you have a lot of hair on your head that you could twirl.
Nah, it's boring. It's too ditzy.
It's too ditzy. You're by yourself.
But still, even by myself, I would feel like clueless. I wouldn't like it.
I feel like if you had balls, you would never leave the couch.
Probably not. I would probably be Al Bundy. I would just let my hands say, yeah.
Al Bundy. That's so funny. I developed a new turn off this week.
What is it?
A guy that you text and he responds to your text not by writing anything or sending emoji, but just giving your text a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah. But you do that to me sometimes.
No. I don't mean the thumb.
Okay.
You know how you go in and you do a ha-ha? A-ha?
Yeah, sure.
You can do that with just put a thumb up. Like you're not right. You're not even putting the emoji. It's like you're commenting on the text.
Oh, that. I see. So
like when you laugh at text or, you like a text.
I think that means that the conversation's over.
More than over.
Yeah, that's when if somebody because I do that even to end conversations with people. I'm like, I'm just going to like their text, and that means we're moving on.
I at least give an actual thumbs up.
Yeah, that's true. You do. You give a real thumbs up. But I think, the commenting on the text, like thumbs up, down.
But mine also isn't always to cut people off. It's more just like, okay.
Me neither. That could be I'm like with other people.
I felt like it was rude, but I was probably being too sensitive.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. You're probably being too sensitive. But I feel like that is sometimes
that's the laziest form of response.
It is, but maybe you need to shut it down. Maybe you have something going on in the actual room that you're present in that you need to stop playing on your phone, and so you do that, and then you put your phone away. Because this is another thing that I'm going to learn from going out by myself to bars as opposed to going on dates.
I think that's a really good plan that you have to go to bars instead of write people on Bumble.
Yeah, because that game could go back and forth. And it's like, why are we judging people in looks anyways when energy is the only way you're really going to connect with people?
And getting rejected in person is so much more fun.
Well, it's less offensive if it's not a real date. If you just start talking
It's easier to figure out.
Yeah, you could tell. Plus, I swear to God, sometimes I go out, even if I go out with friends, there's always a random guy or a girl by themselves at the bar. I'm like, that's probably what they're trying to go for too. It's just to actually talk to real people again. Yeah. There was a good looking guy at the Red Room on Friday night, just drinking his fat tire. And I was like, oh, I'd like to talk to that guy. And we probably made a little small talk, but I was with two other people.
Did you stare at him creepily?
No, but I think I made a little gesture. You don't mind if we sit here, right? Are we too close? Are we getting creepy? I don't know. I probably made
that's good.
a little energy between them. But
I totally cut you off. You were about to tell me that you were going to try something when you go out by yourself, and I cut you off. It was in relation to thumbing up a text.
I think
getting rejected.
I think that when we go out with our friends, we don't feel shy about playing on our phones because we all know each other. And we're like, okay, so it doesn't really matter if I play on my phone a little bit. But I think when you're out on a first date, or even if you're just talking to somebody like that you don't know, you can feel that it is rude to be on your phone, and you kind of put your phone away and you just talk to that person for a bit.
Yeah.
So I think that is better. We do too much on our phone, and then we're trying to date on our phone. And then in real life, we don't know how to talk.
Yeah. Plus, like I said, I think it's a matter of like 5 minutes you can decide.
Totally.
Rather than that whole conversation.
Totally.
Over the phone, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And it's funny because I remember like sometimes I'll be like, if I don't see anybody at a bar, I kind of get discouraged. Like, oh, maybe I should go to a different bar, or do I like waste my time sitting at this bar? But you could sit at that bar and maybe like bring your single girl armor, like bring a book to read or write some jokes or whatever, have your joke book or your diary or whatever. And then like you wait, but then somebody might come in, and then somebody might be like, hey, instead of sitting at a table, they're going to sit at the bar. Do you know what I mean? You could wait. People will come in because sometimes, I don't know. But I like it. I like it when I go to a bar and I see like, oh, I'm going to sit beside that person or that person. And then I've usually like met people that way.
Maybe we should find some single mixers.
Oh, yeah. Like go to like a meetup or like
singles mixers.
Speed dating. Isn't it all speed dating?
Maybe
now?
We should join a tennis club.
I actually love tennis, and I would love to do that. Just hitting on a whole bunch of guys in white shorts. Is that what you're looking for?
No, but I don't think speed dating sounds fun because that you have to sit and just have like a quick conversation.
I did it years ago.
I think they do mixers that are like wine and cheese tasting parties or
why
something.
Why don't we look them up? Or if you have
It's more like you're at a bar, except everybody that's there is single. I think we should do it as an experiment.
I will.
Because I've never done that.
There is. Do you have Meetup on your phone?
No.
Sometimes I go to one for like writers and stuff.
Well, I think our friend Laura would be down.
She would definitely. Laura, do you want to come and do a meetup with single people? Because I've been to the poly ones. I've been to poly cocktails before.
Oh, yeah. All right. So you know it.
Yeah, man. And it's just like all poly people, and they're all having like drinks or whatever. And it's cool. And people talk to each other, and it's just like everybody knows that we're all in that
Maybe you should tell your listeners what you mean by poly, because they might think you meant people that went to Cal Poly Pomona, such as our friend Paul, our producer Paul.
Oh my God.
He's like, so Poly, good. I've been to those mixers.
The school must work really good because you're a really good producer.
She's talking about polyamorous.
Polyamorous. Yeah, I went to drinks with the polyamorous community. I've been to a couple. So they're fun, And everybody's on the same wavelength. But yeah, if we go to at least if you do go to a singles mixer, at least everybody's single. Because I don't want to go to a bar either and like talk to somebody.
I want to go to a singles mixer and just ask every guy, like, so are you in a relationship? Are you married? How many kids do you have?
Hey, they're all going to have kids now.
And then they'll be like, I'm single. I'll be like, right. Seriously, though, I babysit.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. I'm going to do a reboot of the Babysitters Club, and it's all those same girls like Stacy and Denise or whatever all their names were, and now they're all in their 30s and still babysitting. But now they're using their money for like Botox and beer.
Now it sounds like a porn.
A little bit, but it's not meant to be.
Botox and beer. I think that should be the name of your next CD.
Yeah. Or it's like we're just using our babysitting money for
Botox.
Not yet. What do you guys think? Do I need Botox? Email us at Botox at, no, what's our podcast? What's our email again?
JillinOffPod@gmail.com.
JillinOffPod@gmail.com.
I'm so excited for Friday because that's when they put all the candy on sale for Valentine's Day.
Oh my God. See, I don't have a sweet tooth. I have an alcoholic tooth. Tell me what day the wine goes on sale.
Never. I don't know.
I get wine sales through my wine club all the time.
Maybe after New Year's Eve. I have no idea.
I know. Well, no, my wine club, that once in a while they do big sales. So like, it's 50% off all these bottles and free delivery. And I always buy it. I'm like, yep, sign me up.
Too bad there isn't a day like candy.
I know, for wine.
Yeah.
It could be like the day after St. Patrick's Day or something, right? Where people drank way too much. And then on the 18th of March. No, it turns out booze never goes on sale.
Yeah, because nobody ever stops.
Well, yeah. She looks right at me as she says that, by the way. Right at me.
I said it like I was angry. They never stop.
We never stop. That's true. I never stop. I just slow down. I'm like, Like I definitely had a lot of drinks on Saturday. I actually went to like a club. I went dancing at the Shortstop in Echo Park.
I know. I was surprised when I saw that you were in a dance club.
It was like one of these DJs that was like they were kind of like playing the hits decade after decade after decade. So when we first got to the bar, they were playing like songs from the 60s. And then like I totally my peak of dancing was disco. I was like the only person that knew all the words to Alicia Bridges' I Love the Nightlife. And then I left during the 80s. Once it got too crowded on the dance floor, I was like, my work here is done.
Yeah.
And I went home. But yeah, I got out. It was fun. And yeah.
I think dancing is so much fun.
It really was.
I only have like 2 moves, but
I don't have a lot of moves, but it is fun. And if it's not too crowded of a dance floor, like I hate to say it, but like, you know, when you were younger, you never wanted to get to the bar that early. Nobody wanted to be the first one on the dance floor.
now you do.
Now I'm the opposite. I'd rather have all that space where it's like my show. And then once it gets crowded, I'll peace out.
It's always such an awkward way to, like, you know, that when you're younger, I feel like you go to dance clubs to meet guys. Now I think if that was the first time, like if I was trying to meet a guy by dancing next to him,
I know.
that would be the worst.
No, I don't think it would. Yeah, especially with my moves. It's not going to work. But I've definitely picked up guys dancing before, like in my 20s. Like that guy that I moved to California for in like whatever, 2002, the first time. That was a guy I met on a dance floor at like the MGM in Vegas.
And it worked.
Yeah, it did work. And it was funny because I remember like my icebreaker with him was, are you making fun of my dancing? Because I was still at 23 very paranoid that I'm not a good dancer. Like I totally fully love it, but I don't think I'm the best at it.
I bet you're a really good dancer.
And then he was like, no, I'm not. I'm like, are you sure? Because it's like not the best. And then we just started chatting.
I think if somebody thinks you're good looking, it doesn't matter how they dance.
I think that's true too.
Right?
Right.
I mean, could Brad Pitt do any wrong on the dance floor?
No, I know.
There's a reference from 2000.
You know, we grew up in the era where Brad Pitt was like the super babe. He would be like to you, younger listeners, like a modern day Chris Pratt.
I was just going to say, who's the hot guy from today?
One of those Helmsworth people. Am I saying his name right? Is he married to Miley Cyrus?
One of them.
Chris Pratt? I don't know.
They are very hot. Ryan Reynolds. I'll take Ryan Reynolds over
He's
everybody.
Canadian. Yeah. And then, yeah.
And then, yeah.
And now, that's it. Turns out I'm out of crushes.
We have 2.
Is that it? Are we over? Do you think we're too old for crushes?
I don't know.
I remember I used to have a big crush on Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo is really cute.
Yeah, he was a big one for me. But like not like...
I mean, I don't know if we're too old to like look at somebody and think they're really good looking, but I'm probably too old to have the same mindset I used to have where I would actually like write letters to Donnie Wahlberg.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. I really believed that I was going to meet him and he was going to know
really cute.
that it was me and him.
I used to write letters to the Young and the Restless asking for writing jobs.
You were more motivated on business than I
I've
was.
always been into writing, not been a good flirt.
You were trying to get work. I'm just trying to make out with Donnie Wahlberg.
I know. I think at the time I was maybe only attracted to Brad Carlton.
Wait, how old were you?
Like I was like 14 when I used to
And you
write
thought that you could write?
Yeah, I think that I thought that they needed more teen
For a
storylines.
soap opera? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought maybe you were going to try and write like the 30-year-old love story. And I was like,
No.
how is that going to go?
I remember being like, there's not enough teen storylines.
You
And
just
then-
don't finger me anymore.
There's too much sex.
Where's
not
this
enough
relationship going? That'd be so great if you had a 14-year-old writing for the adult.
Yeah. It's like, how come Victor Newman never goes to the dance? You know?
How
Like,
many times have I told you to clip your nails?
seriously, though, I might not wax my badge, but I definitely clip my toenails. It's very satisfying.
I was talking about for a man, the whole fingering thing.
I bet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be bad.
I'm still on your soap opera storyline, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So, but I was pretty obsessed with writing for The Young and the Restless. But then, you know what happened? All of a sudden, Nicholas Newman and Victoria Newman, they grew up overnight. And then they became teenagers. So then there was, I'm not saying I am responsible for teen storylines on soap operas, but hopefully, but we were all on the same wavelength. We knew it had to happen. I mean, there's only like 2 teens per show back then, but.
Yeah.
And now I'm a 40-year-old woman who's probably going to end up writing for 8-year-olds. So it's all come full circle.
That's scary after what we've talked about.
I know.
Have you ever met somebody that's cute and then seen their nails and been like, nope?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Like gross fingernails on a guy. Yeah. It's like, they don't need to be, it's fine. You can have obviously man hands and stuff. But yeah,
But no, gross. You're like, oh, that person's not touching me.
I know. It can be gross. Yeah.
You got to know if you have dirt under your nails.
Yeah, dirt. But what about like if you're dating like a really blue collar?
I mean, if the guy obviously just got off his construction job, you can tell that. But, you know.
Yeah, but if he's...
There's some people you can tell they already showered and it's gross.
That's true. I feel like sometimes...
Or they're just too long or like...
No, I know. That's true. As much as I'm very torn with this whole like, should I leave the house looking a little slobby or should I not? Because I want to work on that high frequency and I want to attract people and be a part of a world that's, you know, like classier and richer and like living their best lives. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I want to leave the house looking like a schlep with like no makeup. But then I'm like, is that me working on a low frequency? And then people are like, oh, that girl's gross. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I think it also depends where you're going. Like, don't show up to the airport in your pajamas.
I mean, I've definitely done that before. That's for surely something. The airport, especially, I'm going to looking like a bag of shit. But you're right. But the times that I actually try to dress nicely for the airport, that's like somebody goes, oh, maybe we'll bump you up. Or I have been bumped up a couple times. And it's never happened when I look like
I don't
crap.
think you need to go overboard and like be wearing heels.
Yeah.
Some people really dress up
but just
to the airport, but...
Kind of look like well put together. Like maybe you belong in first class, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I always go to the airport looking gross.
I mean, it's hard to dress up. You want to be comfortable.
Yes, you do.
I think if it's like a 6 a.m. flight, you can get away with like the baseball cap looking a little messy. But I don't know if wearing pajama bottoms is ever acceptable.
I mean, not like full blown like plaid pajama bottoms, but definitely
you've seen it.
Borderline like something that maybe are my pajama pants though. Do you know what I mean? Like an old pair of sweatpants.
Oh yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you've seen people in actual like flannel pajama pants.
I mean, I've seen some people look pretty rough, looking like, but maybe they just ran for that flight. You know, flying's a tough one.
I honestly don't care.
Comfort over style. But then if you're in the airport, or you're in a lounge or like you're having a drink in an airport bar. Like, aren't you like more attracted to the people that look good? Like, you're like, oh, look at that guy in a suit. He's probably like flying to another city for a meeting right now. And
I was hoping you would just stop at flying to another city. He's probably not just here for the booze. He's probably flying. He probably has a ticket.
You know, I do like picking up in airport bars. Although I'm flying
a guy that's in a nice suit is very attractive.
Yeah. Because we're a little older now. We're attracted to the suit men, the dudes in suits. There was like, 10, 15 years ago, I'd be like, no, like, where's the guy in the hoodie? I know I'm like, no, I don't want the hoodie guy anymore. I want the dudes in the suits.
Yeah.
That's me maturing, guys. That's me growing up. All right. That's it. Right?
I wish more guys still carried briefcases.
I know. That's what we want, briefcase men. They do. They have laptop bags. Dudes still have briefcases, right?
Yeah, I guess they're just more in the form of a merce.
Yeah, a little bit. It's just a laptop bag now.
Yeah, a laptop bag.
Just want him to open up the briefcase. I want it to be all $100 bills, right? Like
the laptop bag can still be attractive if it's over the shoulder, like one shoulder, but if it's across the chest,
I don't know. Sometimes the merce doesn't look too bad.
It's wavering.
Yeah, it depends. If he has that kind of like techie nerd look, then sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, it's cute.
There can be a big turn.
But he's wearing a plaid shirt. He's not wearing a
good pair
suit.
of dress shoes can be a turn on.
Yeah. Oh, somebody has like nice
freshly polished,
freshly pressed clothing. A man that owns an iron, because guess what? I do not own an iron.
Oh, no.
Do you?
Yeah, but it's only because my friend moved and gave me his old one. I don't own the spray, though.
Oh, I don't own a spray. I don't even own a spray for a shoe. You know, they're like, you have to, when you buy like nice shoes, they're like, you have to buy this protector. It's $12. I'm always like, go fuck yourself with your protector. I never buy that.
Protector? Oh, like for heels or something?
Don't you ever like buy shoes at Aldo and they're always trying to like
all my shoes are hand me down. No, I know what you're talking about. I have before. It's been a while.
That crap. Anyways, I don't know. But anyway, so tomorrow I have to fly through Burbank. But Burbank's not a good morning drink kind of airport.
No.
LAX is a nightmare to get to. But LAX has got the good high frequency people traveling.
Wait, how
good
early
bars.
are you leaving?
I think my flight's actually not till 9 a.m.
Oh, it's good.
You could definitely have an 8 a.m. beer. The bar's open at 6 in the airport. This is, you know what? I just feel like that's where I God bless America, because they let you drink at an airport at like 6 a.m. If it's early enough to fly, it's early enough for a drink. And that's what I love about America. In Canada, you can't. In Ontario, they won't start serving alcohol till 11 a.m. in the airport?
There was one city I went to, and I feel like it was in Texas, like Dallas or something. And this is the only time this has ever happened to me. And it was like noon, so it wasn't the time. But when I tried to order a drink, they said, you can't get a drink without ordering food.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's only one. I think it was Dallas. I don't know. It was kind of a big city, and I was so shocked.
Was it super early in the morning?
It was on a Sunday, and I don't know if that made the difference, but he said that's their policy. No, it was at least 11. It wasn't early.
Oh, that's weird.
I had never heard of that before.
And it was a restaurant with a bar?
Yeah, like I sat at the bar, and it was like a regular, place in an airport. But I was like, I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like bullshit to me because to me, it just seemed like they were forcing me to spend like $30.
That's true. I don't like that at all. Because I honestly,
I understand if you're going to have a couple drinks or something. Like I ordered one beer. Like I need to fill my stomach with food just to take this one beer down.
I know.
Plus I'm flying. I'm not flying the plane.
I know. But don't you find that the Burbank airport isn't really good for the pre-flying drinks?
Yeah, because it's a really, really small airport.
I know, because there's like that guy Ferrari.
So you'd probably be just you having it's always weird when it's just you.
Then I never do it at Burbank. Burbank, I'm just like, oh, let's have a coffee.
The bigger the airport, the more degenerates and more people at the bar.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Shouldn't use the word degenerate, but in a good way.
I like it. I like the Vegas airport. That's a good one.
Oh, Vegas.
You can still gamble, drink. People are buying people drinks. It's a pretty social one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I love flying to Vegas.
I'm flying Southwest tomorrow. So we're going to have the swift touchdown in Sacramento and then off to Seattle.
Oh my God, I got a drink ticket for you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, bless.
Hell yeah.
Are you sure you're not going to need it?
I always think I do, but I have like 7 and it's been like a year and I haven't used them yet.
Awesome.
I mean, I've used like 1.
Awesome.
There's my little present to you. Happy Valentine's Day.
See? Jen's my Valentine. That's my Valentine present as a drink ticket from Southwest.
I'm going out with my sister for Valentine's Day.
What are you guys going to do?
So, well, it just happened. It's not like we're going out for Valentine's Day. She does my hair.
Oh, yeah.
And then we usually go out to dinner after. And Thursday's the day that we're both free. Surprise, surprise.
That's so, yeah.
So I was like, oh, we're going to be 2 girls out to dinner on Valentine's Day. Nobody's going to know we're sisters. So I'm just going to keep up that whole is she a lesbian vibe going.
I think it's cute to spend Valentine's Day with your sister.
No, it'll be fun. Yeah, no, I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Margaritas?
I mean, I don't really care. I don't really care.
I don't care about Valentine's Day either. I can't even think of the last time anybody did anything wild for me for Valentine's Day, really.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, maybe. Like, I remember being sick and my boyfriend at the time, gave me like a little weird, I don't know, feel better gift pack and left it like on my doorstep for me. It was cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, that was 23 years ago. So romance is still alive. It's 23 years old in my life. But
well, on Friday, I'll get you some 50% off candy. Or if you wait till Monday, then it goes to like 80% off because they really got to get rid of it.
Oh my God, that's true.
You got to make room for Easter.
I don't need candy.
Somebody's fighting.
What's happening? Somebody's fighting in the establishment next door to the studio.
Wait, listen.
Well, it sounds like we got to go and listen to this fight. No.
They're fighting in some sort of Asian. They might be listening to our podcast.
Oh my God.
Are they Chinese?
Can we go next door and ask them if they have any vibrators?
They're getting pissed. That's not what Jillin off means.
Oh no. What if we get super
I told you these girls weren't intellects.
Oh my goodness.
She's yelling at her husband for listening to our podcast.
Oh, that would be funny. Stop listening to those Jillin off ladies next door. You know where their fingers have been, all right?
For the name of our podcast, my fingers have not been anywhere in a really long time.
We should plug.
This is all just a false advertisement.
In case anybody's coming in from Beijing this week, I'd like to promote our show that we're going to be doing at the Sycamore Tavern. We're doing a comedy pop-up podcast.
Yes, February
comedy
20th.
show. February 20th. It's going to be all your favorite comedy pop-up podcast hosts. We're all going to do stand-up. So
Sycamore Tavern on
Sycamore
Sunset
Tavern.
Boulevard.
Yeah, and that's on the 20th at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
It's always safe to get to the bar at
February
6 and drink for 2 hours straight before a comedy show. Don't go earlier than 6 though, because we don't want you hammered in the crowd. We just want you like 3 drinks in.
Yeah.
That's how I like my crowd.
Yeah.
2 to 3 in. No more than that.
I'm sure they have a really good happy hour.
You probably do. I also like sober people in
No,
the
they
crowd.
don't have happy hour. We were just told.
Oh, oops. Okay.
Happy hour is so overrated anyway.
But it's Sunset and it's like, east of La Cienega, so it's cheaper than other bars.
They
on
have
that
decent
street.
prices at Sycamore.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times. And it's a really good comedy club.
And maybe I could do the best of my vibrator and Jillin off jokes, just in honor of the pod.
Yes, you can. Anybody who says they're there for Jillin Off Pod gets VIP seating.
Yeah, just let us know you listen by coming up to us and go zzz. Just let us know you're a fan. or do a different speed. Zzz.
Or just release a pack of bees as soon as you get there.
Yeah. Just show up with a package of batteries and give them to us. Just let us know you're a fan.
If you have any old vibrators you need recycled, Christina will take care of it for you.
Yeah, I'll put them on the mantle.
What if you brought a box of vibrators to like Goodwill? Like, I just want to get rid of these.
I don't know I don't think they would accept that.
I don't think they would either.
Is that the dumbest smart thing I've ever said? You're like, Christina, why do you always have to state the obvious? I don't know. Maybe some people don't see the obvious. Maybe somebody out there is like, you know what, maybe there's a nice struggling woman out there that wouldn't mind a hand-me-down vibrator. She's on the streets. She's trying to Jill,
Well, that's what I thought when I got the one as a present that I told you, and then I got nervous and I threw it away. And I'm like, some homeless person may have really benefited from this.
I did go to a sex convention once, or it was a whole bunch of stuff going on. This would have been in Toronto. Oh, I think the convention was called like the Everything You Need to Know About Sex convention or whatever. So there was like speakers, but they definitely had vibrators, but there was quite boldly written on this is like the sample one only. Please do not buy. Like there was like the kind of one that everybody got to touch. You know what I mean? That was just on the display vibrator. And they're like, please do not buy this. This is the display only one. Buy one in a box.
Yeah, good advice.
Yeah.
Always get your vibrator in a box. I think that's good closing advice for people.
Yeah, man. I think that's what we're here to do.
If you need any more advice, email us at chillinoffpod@gmail.com.
If you don't want advice from us, we totally respect that. If you just want to say,
Or
hey.
you could just find Christina directly at Walkin' Sauce.
Yes. And
or at Jen Murphy Comedy.
At Jen Murphy Comedy and at Walkin' Sauce, where you'll see us in a lot of each other's pictures. We shouldn't be hard to find.
Or hard to get. That's your joke.
Oh, that is. I'm hard to want.
Quoted a Christina.
Classic. Anyways, I hope you guys are out there getting jilly with it.
We should give a shout out to your music.
Yes, please. Oh, yeah. I want to put this Andria Simone. We hope you enjoy our intro music. Does she come on again at the end of the episode? Do we play Satisfy Me some more?
And she has a lot more. Check her out.
So many good jams.
Yes.
Andrea.